in a situation that changes, it really underscores that it can always be worse. Not that the person to whom I'm speaking is necessarily worse off in the grand scheme of things. I don't feel that I don't feel pity for people who are going through this. I feel the need to serve them. I feel that this is something that many times in our clinic, this is not something that somebody brought on themselves. This is not something that somebody wished for themselves. This is a tragedy. If somebody got hit by a car in the middle of the street, you are going to feel this is horrible. And you're going to run and you're going to help that person. And that's where your value is going to be. You're not going to run away. You're going to do what you need to do. That's the role that I need to do. Because of that, pity is different than compassion, than being allowed into the most intimate aspects of a person's life, seeing how they may not be themselves and how everybody around them behaves when they're not themselves. It's like looking at the negative space of a picture and realizing how beautiful the picture is. Because if a person, let's say, is on steroids and they get angry, or they're reactively depressed because they have this horrific news, many times the family brings it in and says, this isn't who he is, or this isn't who she is, I got this. And that's the negative space of who that person is. You triangulate into where they are in their lives. And then, all of a sudden, from being a complete stranger who could have walked right by them and said, hello, good morning, I now know what they had for dinner last night. And I know what they like to listen to with their music. And I know what really pushes their buttons at the table. And I know that when they sit at their dinner table, they're going to say something about maybe how my eyebrows furled when I thought of something, or a word that I shouldn't have used or did use. And so I think about my words. If I make mistakes, they're not with any ill intent. If I say, oh, you shouldn't do that, and well, maybe, I think the greatest gift that people allow is their vulnerability and asking for help. And then after it becoming a kind of a meeting and a interaction, it goes beyond a client. It becomes a therapeutic partnership. And I make a lot of friendships. I have had patients who I've known for many years, and some I go to dinner with. Others I go to their funerals. That's the gift. Tomorrow we got a 5K, that's always so emotional, people who are there, people who aren't there. Some people, it's not their thing, I love the support group, but you have to be in the right place to be ready to receive or give in a support group. Some people, it's not their time. They don't want to be in a 5K, with other people. Some people can't make it. But when you hear the stories and you see people getting together, and you kind of like, wow, that's when I think that's overwhelming, to know that conversation by conversation over years, you get to know a lot of people, and and it's good to get lost in the weeds, and it's good to be overwhelmed, because that means that uh, there's a lot of love in your heart, whoever it is, the patient, their advocate, their partner, their spouse, you know, their nurse, the guy who knows their name in the front, Daryl. They know who they are. They know what they're doing. You know. That's the connection.